Hey guys, Underdog Jess here, welcome back to another episode of my Persona 5 Royal Let's Play. The last couple of episodes have been kind of eventful, to say the least. So, yeah, today we need to find the true culprit and elude the investigation team. Hopefully we can do that, but before we get into it, feel free to hit the thumbs up button if you like it. It lets me know you do like it and want to see more stuff like this. Also, if you really like it, hit the subscribe button and turn on all notifications when you press the bell button. So yeah, let's just get into it. Can we do anything this evening? Hopefully not, but let's try going downstairs and ignoring Morgana if we can. Oh, we can do that. That's good. Can I leave? Oh, hey, Coffee Dad. Just going out for a walk.
Hey!
Okay, fine. I won't go out. Study?
Now listen up.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, let's study.
Make sure your clothes up.
I mean, we have already failed our exams, so it doesn't really matter
Can
too
I talk?
much. Silence, Morgana. Ren is studying. I think I'm close to ranking up knowledge though. Oh, my popularity is going down even further.
Damned phantom thieves.
They were there today too, right? Yeah.
Oh?
What do those damn cops think they are? They can't just stare us all down like that.
Maybe the rumors are true. Maybe there's a phantom thief at our school.
That's like 5.
Okay, quiet down.
Well, 6 if you count Morgana, but he's not a student, so I don't really think he counts. The police are here, so don't get in their way. Oh, and for various reasons, the school festival got moved to the 25th. There's talk of cancelling it, but we couldn't just do that. I'm sure the preparations will be rough, but don't push yourself too hard. Really? On a weekday? What kind of reasons are there? All this stuff about the principal and Kamoshida this year, I guess it's no surprise. Lunchtime? He's calling me. Apparently the police are going to be interrogating all of the students here. Seriously? Oh, he didn't say for real. That's disappointing. The police are at Shujin. They haven't come to my school. It seems they're calling in students individually out of class to speak with them. Wait, does that mean we're gonna get called in too? Second years will start in the afternoon. Make sure you prepare yourselves for this. They've got to be looking for the culprit, right? Who knows? Be careful and try not to say too much. They'll see through any lies you might be telling. I know. In any case, don't tell them anything unnecessary. I will try not to.
Well then, next up is Takamaki-san and you two will go together. Huh? Why together? Why? They'll probably have one of you wait outside.
Yeah,
That's how they've been doing it
stop
so
being
far.
paranoid, Anne. You're gonna make it.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna give everything
Right.
away.
Those are the instructions the detectives gave us. Just don't say more than is necessary and try and get it over with quick.
Take a seat.
Okay. Thank you. Don't mind if I do. Do you guys have any donuts?
Be over quick.
Oh wait, this is Japan. Do you guys have any rice balls? No? What about some, Pocky? Anything?
Let's see.
No? Okay, you're just gonna ignore me and ask me questions.
Ah yes, you're the one currently under probation.
Yep, that's me.
It says here you had a dispute with Mr. Kamoshida?
Yeah, that happened.
You're more hot-blooded than you look. You spend time with quite an interesting group. Yusuke Kitagawa and Haru Okumura? The more friends, the better, right? I'm sorry to have taken your time. You're free to go now.
That wasn't
I
really
almost forgot.
an
There's
interrogation.
just one more thing I have to ask
Oh wait,
you.
what's
Do you
this?
think the Phantom Thieves are associated with this school?
I hope not.
Don't worry. We're here to keep all of you safe, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
No problem,
The
overbearing
responses will serve as
detective.
great reference material. Takamaki-san is next. Could you ask her to come in?
Sure thing, nice detective.
I got so nervous, I almost stuttered a few times. I thought I was used to police questioning by now, too.
Seems we were all asked the same questions.
That's how they get you. They do that on purpose, then wait for someone to slip up.
I hope you didn't.
It was probably fine. Oh, I would have been done for if they saw how sweaty my hands were, though.
To think my name would come up as well.
Sounds like we can't take the police lightly either.
Hey, didn't you think that detective guy was scary?
Seemed normal to me.
Not to me. He looked like someone who's dealt with dangerous criminals.
I'm sorry for all of this. It's because of my sister.
That's not true, Mako-chan.
It's not as though I hadn't predicted this would happen, but now that it's become reality, I'm unsure of what to do.
Drop kick
We
her
need
in
to
the
make
face.
sure we don't draw suspicion, and work to clear our names. Right?
Right.
It ain't your fault, Makoto.
I'm gonna try to see how far along this investigation really is.
Just be careful when you
I'm
do.
worried about the police too, but as of now, anyone in this city could be a mole.
We were so popular, too.
Haru, can I ask you to search your father's belongings for clues about a possible culprit? I know it may be tough on you.
No, it's okay. Now isn't the time for me to look away.
As for everyone else, you need to be cautious of how you spend your time at school. So, I've decided to have you 3 second years join me on the school festival executive committee.
Why?
It will allow us to gather without drawing suspicion. Plus, trying to blend in will only do the opposite.
Fine.
I agree. The more time I have to kill, the more time I'll spend worrying about all this stuff. No matter what happens, I don't want to regret my decisions.
Don't jinx it!
It would be no surprise if they came directly to our homes for questioning. They showed up at your school after all. I should remain cautious.
You'll be fine,
Now, the
Yusuke.
best option is to stay on the defensive. But we won't make progress at this rate. Let's try and figure out who the real culprit is somehow, okay?
Of course.
This is bad. Someone totally framed us. Yeah, you think? Let's study.
Oh! What do you want to do? Hey, hey!
And it's still not ranked up yet.
Well then.
This is so annoying.
Hi!
One coffee. Alright, thanks Kawakami, that was useful, I guess.
Yes.
Oh, it's
I
this
have another
dick again.
suggestion. Call for the arrest of the Phantom Thieves, then mobilize the police. The rest will go as you mentioned. Still, I'm truly amazed at the atrocious methods you come up with.
Speaking of the annoying media, we've been getting phone calls in the faculty office. The absurdity of it all. Who exactly are the Phantom Thieves? That's what we want to know. We really have no clue what method they are using. killing someone without directly interacting with them is like magic. Speaking of magic, did you know that there's magic in math too? A magic square. It's a square in which adding up the numbers in any row, column or diagonal gives you the same total. Amamiya-san, please look at this.
Do you know this one?
Now tell me the total count for each column in this magic square. 15.
This is it.
Correct.
It's easy once you know which numbers fit in the empty squares. A 3x3 square only has one pattern, but a 4x4 square has a ton. In a 5x5 there are more than 200 million. Okay, let's just skip this now. We're here to play video games, not learn. So, what do we gotta do as the school festival's exec committee? I need some help with the questionnaires. What questionnaires? The ones regarding who people want to see as a guest of honor. Oh right, that thing they do every year. You mean how those lame guests come to do a panel, right? The festival's dates were changed because of the situation. We need to hurry and tally the results. Come to the student council room once classes are over. Ugh, that's so damn boring. Don't be like that, it's so we can meet up without standing out. Let's do what we can at the moment. I'm making sure to work hard at home. But you do that all the time. I can look stuff up, so did you find anything, Haru? About that? No good, huh? I'm sorry. It will rouse suspicion if I ask too many detailed questions. No worries, I'll manage on my end somehow. We're counting on you. I can't go, but message me if anything happens. I will leave this to you guys. My apologies, but I cannot be of much help in this situation. That's fine, Yusuke. Just your presence is enough help for me. And we're in the council room now.
Damn it. We don't have time to be doing crap like this.
Shut up, Ryujin. Just get on with it.
Mentioning it. We're doing this to keep suspicions off of us, remember?
Goro Akechi.
Akechi-kun?
This one too. Akechi.
They're mostly the same over here as well. Everyone's so eloquent when they can be anonymous. It's like they never accepted us to begin with. It would be nice if you did some work too, Ryuji-kun. You came to help us count these, right?
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Can you tell him too?
Take this seriously, boy.
We're gathering information too, you know, like online and stuff.
I guess that's one way of saying it.
Whoa, look here.
You're so full of
This
crap,
ain't good.
Ryuji.
Criminal profiling?
Oh yeah?
The acts of thievery committed by the Phantom Thieves are mere fakes. And their true goal is murder? Every heart they changed before Okumura was just a warm-up?
So now they're accusing us of being a bunch of killers.
God, this is so effing stupid. Damn it.
We have the results. First place is Goro Akechi.
What? Akechi?
Yeah.
What are you so surprised for? We've been mentioning him this whole time.
Seriously? Not some singer or an idol?
It's because of us that his popularity has skyrocketed.
We're the ones counting the results. Can't we just make him up? We don't have to get him.
People will know.
People will figure that out. He
Oh,
won
yeah.
by a landslide.
I knew people would vote for him, but this is way more votes than I was expecting.
It would be best for us to avoid inviting such a clear danger upon ourselves. I'd like a little more time to think about who to ask. That reminds me. How is Futaba-chan doing? She seemed like she was looking into something on her own. Has she told you anything?
Not a word.
It's not that I don't trust her, but... Even one clue would work wonders for us. We should let her continue with her own investigation.
Yeah, she
I
knows
hope
what
she
she's
finds
doing.
something.
She's very switched on for someone so young, to be honest. Hey, Coffee Dad.
Hey. In response to the police identifying the Phantom Thieves as primary suspects, Goro Akechi had this to say.
Even though my opinion has been met with criticism, I've held fast that the Phantom Thieves are not just. However, I believe the recent series of suspicious deaths is unrelated to their actions.
What? Did I hear you correctly? But Akechi-san, you were the first to caution everyone about the Phantom Thieves. Were you not?
This doesn't change the fact that they are indeed a dangerous group. That said, I would like to express that immediately linking them to this case is far too hasty. There are still many questions to be answered here. It feels as though there is more to this.
Yeah, there is more
After
to
this
this.
conference, Akechi-san announced he will be limiting his media appearances and...
I wonder why the sudden change.
I'm super stuck on my Okumura investigation. Seriously? Even you're having trouble with this? What should we do? Let's meet up and discuss our options. Tomorrow? The earlier the better, right? Though I still haven't come up with anything myself. Just what I'd expect from a tin of baked beans. It said 2 heads are better than 1, so I can only imagine what 8 heads may produce. That's a good way of thinking. It's totally an Inavia idea. Okay, let's do everything we can. Even if it means crossing some dangerous bridges. Considering how far we've come, we can't be particular about our methodology.
What are you staring at your phone like that for? Oh, are you going through a breakup?
No, I can get all the girls, unlike you, Coffee Dad. That's not it.
Whoa, no need to deny it so seriously. It was just a joke. By the way, you haven't been causing any trouble, have you?
Me?
I heard
Never.
the police showed up at your school.
No need to worry.
As long as you're not getting involved. Well, fine.
You can trust me. Or Ren, rather. He's a good boy. Yo.
Good evening.
You have more aptitude for this than I imagined. Let's play. Sure. After we finish this match, let's go to a bookstore. That was a good match. I really do enjoy teaching you. You're such a quick learner. Today I thought we'd find something to help you train on your own. This bookstore is filled with shogi-related books. I've been coming here a lot lately. There's also a curry restaurant just around the corner. I recommend their katsu. I always eat that before an important match. Oh? Hifumi?
Oh.
Hello. I hope your match went well today. What are you talking about? Today's our day off. My apologies, I forgot that there aren't any matches scheduled for today. Out shopping with your boyfriend? How nice for you. I shouldn't be surprised, you are a famous shogi player after all. Well, I won't intrude. Bye.
Sorry.
Wow, she seems like a bit of a bitch, to be honest. She was only glaring at you because you're with me. She's my senior. I defeated her in a recent title match. I didn't mind. Well, that's very kind of you. The truth is, I'm not very well liked by my seniors. The more attention I get, the more enemies I make, and the more lies I spread.
Oh.
Perhaps it's odd to compare myself to them, but I wonder if it's the same for the Phantom Thieves. People are so divided about them on the internet. Some love them while others hate them. I can't help but see similarities between us. What do you think? They're cool. I feel the same way, actually. It's amazing that they're still doing what they do, even though so many people criticize them. They give me courage. But their victories can't be won with the will alone. How do they change a person's heart? I'm interested from a tactical standpoint, and I'm sorry, we really are quite off topic. I feel like I've become much more talkative as of late. I don't usually talk this much. You're more than just someone I can practice new moves with. You're someone I can confide
I look
in.
forward to it.
If you don't mind this sort of thing, I'd like to go and chat with you again. That's not a problem.
All right.
Oh yeah, there's a book I'd love for you
Let's
to read.
go. Until next time.
Bye, Hifumi. Thank you for accompanying me today. My intention was to show you how great Jimbocho is, but I ended up just talking by myself. I was shocked though. Ordinarily I don't talk that much, I assure you. Perhaps it's because I never had friends at school. I hope this won't discourage you from spending time with me. I would be delighted to do this again. I'd love to. Thank you. Other than used books and Katsukuri, there are many things I'd like to recommend. If you have the chance, perhaps we can explore more next time. I'm afraid I must go see you at the church.
Makoto, has Nijima-san told you anything about the investigation?
Well, Sis actually stopped mentioning anything about work in front of me. It's possible I made some sort of mistake. Regardless, I thought over the matter of who we're going to invite for our school festival. I'm considering asking Akechi-kun.
For real?
For real?
Weren't you talking about how you didn't want to draw danger to us or whatever?
I understand this is dangerous.
Well, there's a phrase, Ryuichi. It's called, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer.
But without a powerful source of intel, we won't be able to win against the police network. And I can no longer rely on my sister for information. Wait, is this because of Akechi-kun's police connections? You're going to use him as your powerful source of intel?
That's exactly what she's gonna
Bold
do.
move. I'm surprised to hear that suggestion coming from you, Makoto. Did you see his press conference yesterday? One of his comments defending the Phantom Thieves stood out to me. There is more to this. I think he said that knowing for certain that the Phantom Thieves would be watching.
Still, there will be so many other students at the school festival. What are the odds of success?
It's a gamble, and the odds are less than favorable, but we can no longer afford to hesitate. What are your thoughts? Should we invite Akechi-kun?
I'll leave it to you.
In that case, I'll do it. Is everyone else okay with that?
No.
I'm good. Whatever he says has got to be more reliable than what I've been able to come up with.
It would be reassuring to gain him as an ally, rather than simply a source of information.
Hold on, how are we even gonna get in touch with him? It's not like we got his contact info.
I do. Actually, I do.
For real?
Yeah, that's something you guys don't know. Ren hangs out with Akechi a lot.
Could you send that my way, please?
No. You're not stealing Akechi away from me, Makoto. Okay, fine, there you go.
I'll contact him right away.
Gotta say, I'm really not big on this Akechi deal.
Now's no time to be petty.
Just think of him as a source of intel, nothing more. I have a response already.
That was
He
fast.
says, let me think about it.
Wait a sec, didn't he say he wasn't gonna do any more stuff for the media?
That's likely why he's so hesitant.
What are we gonna do if he turns us down?
I'll keep trying. Maybe frustrating, but he's all we have at the moment. We need him to do it no matter what. We're counting on you, Makoto.
Who would have thought we'd end up relying on Akechi? Can I gamble yet? 5,000 yen. Not bad. Not great, but not bad.
Wow! Welcome! Hi!
Yeah. Well then. Oh man. Oh, okay, come on.
Oh, I lost on every single one. That sounds about right.
Please, consider what I have to say. Good evening.
There's something I want to talk to you about. You won't be able to help me once this election begins, but we still have some time before that. Come to think of it, I haven't told you about what I aspire to do. I'm starting to uncover various behind-the-scenes situations that I want to tell you all about them. Would you be willing to listen? Sure.
Thank you.
Let's talk before the speech.
A weekly magazine reported that Kuramoto was the real culprit in the fund's misappropriation case. Old man Kuramoto will likely be forced to retire from the political world.
Good.
The police can't do anything because it was 20 years ago. But he has a moral obligation. I hear his grandson Benzo resigned from the party as well. It could be due to Matsushida's influence, or perhaps it's just the party's way of atoning. Now it's all up to me and my abilities.
When's your speech gonna start, Toranosuke? We can't wait!
To think that people would be excited to hear me speak. The article mentioned I didn't want the real culprit to be named, even though I knew who it was. Apparently, people admire me for having quietly accepted a false charge for 20 years. I didn't intend for any of this to happen, though.
It is pretty admirable, but also kind of stupid. Your true self was revealed.
I appreciate that someone like you, who's been watching me so closely, would say such a thing. I've struggled for the past 20 years, but I can put that all behind me after the election.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, look at the time. I should get started. Today will be the last day I'll request help from a phantom thief.
Nani?
I don't intend to meddle. Everything I've told you has been based on assumptions. But if you're still willing to listen, then I think you should focus on your work. Because the time is now. I can't think of anything else to teach you. You are now an expert on giving speeches. I taught you all I know about the art of public speaking, in return for you supporting a guy like me.
Yep.
And over time, you became someone who shared my beliefs. Thanks to you, I was able to overcome my crisis these last few months.
I'm glad.
I will strive for the royal road of politics, thinking of you as you walk down your own path. But if you ever find yourself in harm's way on your journey, I will be there to help you.
I appreciate
we'll be
it.
comrades who reform the world together.
I feel a strong bond with Yoshida.
I am thou. Thou hast.
Yeah, ultimate secret of the sun. Awesome. Allows you to form contracts with higher level shadows.
Alright.
And Asura, okay?
I'm sure you will accomplish everything you set out to do. Thank you for everything.
No, thank
Alright,
you.
It's time to begin.
Yoshida's speech is about to start.
I cut my date short so I could watch this, you know?
Wait, what?
Does anyone out there have something they aspire to do? I met a certain young man. Through a method that differs from mine, he was trying to reform the world. As you know, that is a very large mountain to cross. Unfortunately, I am unable to travel the same path as him. However, I will not say goodbye.
Yoshida should be a
because
phantom
we will
thief.
surely meet at the peak. He is desperately doing what he aspires to do. So I encourage you all, please find what it is that you aspire to do, and I will support you. Because that is what I aspire to do.
What a wholesome speech.
Way to go, Toranosuke!
I believe in you!
Isn't my charm? Yeah, my charm's maxed out, so what does it matter? Hey.
Hi.
Thanks for the coffee. Alright, see you later. She pulls regret. Bahaha. Okay.
Good morning.
Oh, hey, Kasumi. Senpai, have you been sleeping well? You look kind of tired. It might not be my place to ask, but are you okay? What do you mean?
No.
Never mind, it's nothing. That reminds me, tomorrow is the school festival, isn't it? Is your class finished with preparations? It feels kind of nice working with everyone to put all the things together. I hope we all have a fun time tomorrow. Well, I'm going to do some training, so excuse me.
Hey.
You hear who we're getting for our guest this year? You mean Akechi? I kind of saw it coming. Everyone I know voted for him. Didn't he say he wasn't going to make any more appearances though? Why did he agree to come here? Probably has to do with the Phantom Thieves. Wasn't Akechi going around saying about how evil they were? Oh yeah, that proves they're connected to our school somehow. You're right. Maybe he will tell us some stuff about the case. They just say whatever they want with no thought, but for now we'll just need to endure it. Morgana's right.
Oh, yes.
Oh, hey Maruki. I met a friend from college the other day. We got caught up talking about old times. Some of those old stories sounded too crazy to be true, now that we've got so many years behind us. Sometimes people have a hard time remembering what's real and what's exaggerated. This kind of stuff happens to you guys too, right? But there's a reason for this. This phenomenon has a name too.
How about you?
Alright, Amamiya-kun. From a psychological standpoint, what's the key reason our memories can differ from reality?
This is it.
Memory bias.
Right.
Impressive. It's a type of cognitive bias that can impair or even alter your memories. Specifically, the name of the phenomenon in question is called false memory. Like the name implies, it's a case where our brain may generate memories that simply are not true.
Nice going!
Oh, our grades are out. How'd you do? Damn, I'm dead. I'm above average. That's the real dividing line. I finished a little higher than the average score.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't know what I started was supposed to go up there, but okay, sure. Any word from Akechi? Nothing. But tomorrow is the start of the school festival. Will this be okay? If Akechi-kun declines our offer, we won't have a guest. Huh? That's what you're worried about? I appreciate the concern, but it will be fine. I just need to get him to agree to this. Yup. What's he up to anyways? He hasn't done anything since he said he was going into hiding. I don't know, I'll try explaining the circumstances to him again. Hopefully he'll give me a response by the end of today. I'll let you know if I make any progress. And he just skipped. It's Akechi!
Welcome home.
Honey, I'm home!
You're back awfully late.
I'm sorry.
How has business been for you lately?
Take a look around. Is the Nijima lady doing well?
Unfortunately, we haven't seen each other lately. We had a difference of opinion.
What are your thoughts, Representative Shino? It doesn't surprise me that people say our country is lethargic. We've let these phantom thieves run amok.
That man's voice.
And because they've targeted only prominent figures, our government leaders have been hesitant to act. I apologize for any concern they may have caused, and will henceforth search for an apt countermeasure.
That politician's really honorable. I like how quick he says he's gonna do everything.
This is an important undertaking, and one I intend to confront with every asset available to me. The selfish criminals enacting this social reform are in fact the ones most deserving of reformation. Answering to the interests of the people as hastily as possible is my natural duty as a politician.
Man, this guy is admirable.
Shut up!
Rampant political scandals. Thieves on the loose. As sad as it is, this is the state of our nation. We must resolve this problem. And I assure the people of this noble country that I will do just that.
Oh yeah. I feel like I've met that man somewhere before.
What are you standing there staring off into space for? You're creeping me out.
Sorry, Coffee Dad. You're standing too.
Standing here is my job.
That politician is honest and carries an overwhelming amount of charisma. It feels like a trustworthy leader for Japan has finally come forth. Don't you think, boss?
Sorry, wasn't listening.
Criminals, Well, that must be how he sees it. However, that is ignorant of their true nature.
True nature?
If these people attack others with no remorse, why would they make a teacher and an artist apologize? Could a murder truly have been enacted by the same group? If this Okumura incident was not the Phantom Thieves, if they only changed the hearts of criminals, then even though they can't be considered innocent, perhaps my goals are not so different from theirs.
Are you a fanboy?
I knew there was something special about you. Ever since the first time we met, I feel as though I could tell you anything during our conversations.
You can tell me anything, anytime,
that reminds
Akechi.
me. I've been invited to a panel at Shujin Academy, and... wait. I'm sure you know that already. Considering it's such a good opportunity, I've decided to accept the offer. Thank you for the coffee. It was delicious.
Glad you liked it.
I'm happy I could see you.
I'm happy I could see you too, Akechi-kun. No hug before you... Okay, no hug. That kid was going on about some real complicated stuff. He's probably a fair bit smarter than you. Okay, thanks, Coffee Dad. Oh, I didn't notice I had gotten a response from Akechi. He accepted the lecture invitation. I heard. Really? Either way, the real issue is what we do next. The lecture is on the afternoon of the second day, yes? Wait, you're coming to our school festival. It's during my exam week, so I will only be able to go in the afternoon. Can you afford that distraction? How's your studying going? Decently. Incidentally, would the counselor be at the festival too? Oh, Dr. Maruki, probably. I see. Finally, I shall witness his skills for myself. Perhaps I should prepare a gift. They say first impressions are everything. I don't know if he'll even be there if anything gets confirmed. If anything gets confirmed, I'll drop you a line. Much obliged. You wanna come too, Futaba? Seriously? I don't see why not. We should all walk around together tomorrow. That sounds good. At a time like this? This is a perfect chance for us to relax though. Haru, you sure you're okay? This seems a little soon. I am, thank you. I've just always dreamed of walking around my school festival with friends. I suppose if you say it like that, I can resign myself to enjoying our time there too. Thanks, Haru.
Welcome.
No, I want to talk to this boring Zero here. Don't worry, I didn't say a word about you guys to those dumb cops. So, you did the request I asked? Thanks. Oh, I've been researching that actor, and I came across some substantial new info. Are you free to hear what I found? Let's hang out.
Alright.
Thanks, let's head to the diner then. So you know that actor I suggested as your next target? Apparently he's marrying the idol from those rumors. He probably just couldn't live with himself after what he did to her. His reputation did a total 180 after he announced the marriage though. People used to hate him, but now all everyone wants to talk about is how sweet and manly he is. At any rate, we can't oppose the will of the public. Good thing we decided not to change his heart. Support for the Phantom Thieves would have dropped if we had. I need to make sure our next target is one we can win against. What exactly will we win? Proof. Proof that we're the ones doing the right thing.
Actually...
Oh, by the way, I came up with a new plan of attack. If we really want to make you guys famous, we need to do more than just answer promising requests. Right now there are tons of idiots out there doubting you and trying to influence others to do the same. So, we're gonna purge them. You really need to relax.
Sorry.
Sorry, purge is a pretty disturbing word, right? There's not really any better way to phrase it though. The truth is, I looked up some of these idiots who were criticizing you and sent them warning messages. You know, something like, if you don't change your wicked ways, you'll be our next target. I'll have you know it's been working wonders. They totally stopped dissing the P-Thieves. There are still some people who say they don't believe, but deep down they're just afraid of you guys. Isn't this great? No, it's not. Plus now all those haters are gone, people are putting a bunch more info on the forum. Post after post, it's like, oh please and help me. It's so much fun. This isn't like you. All I did is find my own way to change people's hearts. I'm above the simple stuff like producing and advertising now. I can change the world. I have the strength to do it now. Yo Mishima, I haven't seen you since graduation. We actually saw each other not that long ago. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Akiyama-kun? What? Are you okay? What do you mean? Does it look like I ain't okay? I don't know. You just seem quiet. Show your mouth, Zero. I don't got time to be listening to you. Zero.
Damn it.
He acts like I'm a total nothing, but he still takes time to try and mess with me. I've changed though. I'm way better than a looter like him. No, you're not. I even heard he's been hanging out with some shady people. They're all scum. I wish we could change their hearts for the good of our society.
Oh.
Wait, that's it. We can change his heart instead of that actor's. Alright, it's decided. Your next target is going to be Akiyama-kun. Let's see. Where's his info? Speaking of targets, are you guys gonna come after me someday too? We very well might.
Huh?
You're really considering it? Good joke, Amamiya.
See you around.
Anyway, I'm heading home. I'll send you his info later. I should discuss this with the others. So he just wants to get revenge on a guy who made fun of him. Didn't he give us some other weird request too? Something about that handsome actor. Is Mishima-kun trying to take advantage of us? Apparently he has also threatened anyone who dares speak ill of the Phantom Thieves on his forum. Perhaps we should enact a change of heart on Mishima, not this Akiyama fellow.
Wait, hold on.
He ain't that bad.
Yep.
I guess we could find out what's happening if we manage to find his shadow. I mean, he's already worried that we're gonna change his heart, right? we'll probably be able to track down his shadow and mementos. All things considered, I think our best course of action would be to defeat it and change his heart. Mishima-kun, it feels almost wrong to consider such an option.
But
we can't have him causing problems for us though. Either way, we can decide whether or not to change his heart later. For now, we must meet his shadow. Let's go.
Now, let's carry out our plan.
Did you beat the Phantom Thieves? So you want to... Wait, that's going way too quickly. So you want to change my heart even after everything I've done for you guys? Me, of all people? If you just shut up and listen to what I told you, the Phantom Thieves would get even more famous. And if you did that, I'd get some of the spotlight too. I wouldn't be just some stupid zero anymore. There's finally some hope back in my life. So why? Why are you so insistent on stopping me? Yo losers, get out of here. I want to talk to your leader alone. How dare you call us losers? You're lucky we're still letting you do all this stuff. Before you came along, I knew my role in life. I was supposed to be the guy everyone messed with. I had accepted that I was a zero, embraced it even, but once I figured out you were one of the Phantom Thieves, everything changed. You just had to get close to me. No, I believe it was the other way round. I want to change society too, and I want the world to notice me. If I can just make the Phantom Thieves famous, maybe I will end up famous too. You're riding our coattails. Can you really blame me? You guys are special. You have the ability to change people, to change the world. In the end, that's why I need you guys. You're the only way I will be able to make a name for myself. I know it's wrong, but if I can't push my way into the spotlight now, when will I? Anyway, just bring it on already. You're here to fight, aren't you? You're not going to change my heart? We're leaving.
Hey.
You sure he'd learn something if he's been spending all this time with us amazing heroes, yeah?
No.
Behave. Oh, it's a school festival.
The festival seems to be a success.
There's definitely a lot more people than last year.
Well, yeah. This place got famous and all. The Phantom Thieves, Kamoshida, Principal Kobayakawa. On top of that, we got Akechi as a guest.
There may be police officers in plainclothes, too. Actually, they probably are here. We better be careful about what we discuss.
Yeah, might be a good
Acting
idea.
like normal students is going to be important.
What do you normally do at a school festival?
Look around at the exhibits and eat stuff?
They don't even know.
No set rules for this kind of thing. Walk around and hang out, like when we went to the beach.
Just enjoy yourself.
I think I can do it if I've got everyone with me.
That's the spirit,
You're
Futaba.
so laid back. There's a possibility that your name and Ryuji's have come up.
A number of the teachers had been questioned before, and even we were interviewed the other day too.
Don't let your guard down too much. It's true that the initial members have been at this for a long time, making it easier to get tracked.
All right.
Good boy, Ryuji.
Now, let's leave it at that. We just need to be mindful about what we're saying, correct? Oh,
You seem to be having quite a lot of fun, Haru. You did mention that you were looking forward to this.
I I want to go around with everyone and eat at the refreshment stands.
Sure, we can do
This
that.
would be a great change of pace from all the nasty stuff lately.
Shall we head off to the stands then?
Let's do it.
Oh, right. This is your first time at our school festival.
They're pretty good, from what I've heard.
I know a great one. Follow me.
Oh no. I know what's coming.
This is the place.
Made takoyaki?
New customers! I'll show you all to your seats.
So, it's your class's stand.
Yep.
It's still a refreshment stand, isn't it?
It's like a deserted island here.
Well, I guess it's good for talking since there aren't any people here. We heard a lot of rumors even on our way here.
And it was all bullshit.
Here she comes. Act normal.
Who cares? There's nothing normal about this anymore.
He's got a point.
Welcome home. May I take your order?
Take my order? What happened to the maid atmosphere?
There are a lot of odd flavors.
Stick to a normal one. I bet they...
I'm so sorry. We sold our last normal one to the previous customer.
The hell?
Well then, I'll have the mentai cheese takoyaki.
I'm sorry. We're out of cod roe.
What?
Then how about the squid?
We're currently out catching squid. It'll probably take another 5 or 6 hours.
That doesn't even sound remotely possible. Ain't this whole menu just a sham?
He's getting so annoyed.
Actually, we spent most of our budget on making the maid costumes look nice. We didn't put too much effort into the octopus.
Oh, I can see that.
Ryuji, you're making a scene. Then, what would you recommend with what you have now?
That would be the Russian takoyaki.
We'll have that, please.
This will take a little time.
Let's forget about the octopus and get back on topic.
He's so disappointed.
On that note, hearing Kamoshida being almost treated like a victim makes me want to eat my stress away.
I've even heard conjecture that the principal was targeted for reasons like he knew too much.
I kept hearing about Goro Akechi's popularity.
All thanks to the Phantom Thieves.
You know, did that Akechi guy agree to show up here because he believes we didn't kill anybody?
Or he may simply love large gatherings.
Oh, true. He didn't seem like he minded being pampered by the media at all.
We plan on stealing intel, but we might fall into another trap. I'm gonna be bummed if that happens.
Is the takoyaki done yet?
You are so carefree. Does it mean that you have nerves of steel in any situation? Still, it doesn't change the fact that we don't know what Akechi-kun is planning.
Thank you for the wait. Ooh, it's fresh made.
No, it's not.
Lies. I heard a microwave go off.
Well, it's not like I was expecting crispy takoyaki at a school festival or anything. So, what makes this a Russian takoyaki?
Could there be jam in it as a secret ingredient? That sounds quite delicious.
Well, one of these is special.
I wonder which one.
One of them's obviously red. That's gotta be the one.
Dude, don't tell me the Russian part means...
It's like going for the obvious one is manly.
Is that so?
Well, I'd prefer the most beautifully shaped one. But all of them are misshapen.
Oh, aren't you all going to eat? I think I'll go for the special one.
No, Haru.
Wait, is she honestly going for it?
Do you want to go for the red one?
I'll take it.
Ooh, impressive as always.
Thanks, Beans.
Oh, everyone's all here.
Oh, it's Akechi.
The panel isn't until tomorrow, though.
Also, take note of how he said everyone's all here. Yeah.
I came to check out the venue. I can't make any mistakes since a lot of people will be present.
Someone's eager.
But people ended up recognizing me.
Everyone bombarded me with questions.
But you're easily recognizable.
I grew tired of the baseless rumors they kept bringing up, so I escaped to where there weren't any people. I'm going to have one of these.
Yeah.
The special one.
So much for asking.
Let's just call this my performance fee.
I know he's their superior, but come on, he can't just help himself to their food. But I'm kind of glad he did in this scene.
It's quite the...
Eating it in one bite is a bad idea.
He deserves that.
This is... oh, my stomach.
He's actually shaking and everything.
Are you okay? Do you need water?
I'm fine. I just love spicy stuff.
Akechi, trying to act graceful and classy in this situation isn't gonna work.
Hey, does he sound broken to you?
Well then, I'll see you tomorrow.
Are you okay, Akechi?
Wow, he's really trying to hold it together. He's waddling around like some comedian.
It's like he wants to get picked up for some commercial or something.
But did he truly come to simply check the venue? This isn't good. I keep suspecting every little thing.
I know what you mean. I'm doing the same too.
Yeah.
I need to do my best tomorrow. We need to somehow get him to be our source of intel. I'm gonna pull this off no matter what.
You've got this,
That
Makoto.
Akechi guy, when he got here, didn't he say that everyone's all here? Everyone?
Yeah. Everyone.
You're just imagining things.
She's not.
So, I guess we got through all of it okay?
Yes, but the associated mental fatigue was extraordinary. Being cautious takes a lot out of you.
Seriously, I think I'm as tired now as I am after midterms.
I didn't mind any of that. I just love seeing that detective gulp down the special takoyaki.
I had fun as well, since I got to spend time with you all.
That's so nice,
What would you
Haru.
like to do now, Haru? Walk around a little more? I appreciate the gesture, but I'm satisfied with stopping here. Why don't we go home and rest up? We'll have to deal with Akechi-kun again tomorrow, after all. I have to agree. What will his next move be?
Oh?
Wait. Yusuke's missing. Oh no. Where'd he wander off to? Always doing whatever he pleases. Think he's still checking out all the stalls?
Let's head back.
I'm sure he'll be fine. This is Yusuke we're talking about. Wait, did he try and find Dr. Maruki? Yeah. Excuse me, you are Dr. Takuto Maruki, correct?
Yes.
Yes?
I.
She's just like, I. My name is Yusuke Kitagawa. I'm a student in the Fine Arts Division at Kosei High. I do apologize for interrupting your day, but ever since Ryuji and An first spoke of you, I've grown quite intrigued. Now, I wish to speak with you as well. Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki-san?
Quite.
Well, I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. You're here about the counseling, correct?
Indeed.
Yusuke, calm down! You're gonna scare him off if you keep doing that. Correct. Now teach me how to unshackle the human heart and glimpse into its endless abyss.
Hold on.
Hold on. How should I put this? Your enthusiasm is appreciated, but I suspect there's a huge misunderstanding about what I do. I apologize, I simply couldn't contain my excitement. Would you still permit me to witness your counseling skills in action? That's not really allowed.
How about it?
Oh, but how about this? Wait. Why not try out my counseling yourself instead? Me? Of course, there's no charge. All you'd have to do is chat with me for a bit.
Well then.
Very well, you and I shall go head to head. Oh no. I'm not sure what you think happens in counselling, but there won't be any of that. Oh no. Yusuke, what are you doing? I see, so you were Madarame-san's. It's in the past. How curious. I never imagined counselling to be like this.
Well,
Well, I'd say this is less counselling and more about building a rapport. When someone first comes to see me, we always start with them telling me a bit about themselves. A method of self-reflection that relies on speaking with another person so as to sort through one's own emotions. That's rather similar to the external cross-examination I perform when working on my art. There really shouldn't be any cross-examining in a proper counselling session though. I just do my best to guide patients in a positive direction so they can improve their lives. At the very least, I talk them through their problems so they can make the correct choices for themselves.
I see.
However, if you're the one leading them to their conclusions, are they truly making the choices for themselves? Isn't that just submitting to another person's will? In all honesty, I'm sure there are people out there who think that, but life in this world confines people to certain frames of mind sometimes, and without them even realizing it. If I can help lift the weight off their shoulders and free their minds, I believe the results are worth it.
Indeed. Thank you.
Thanks very much for speaking with me. This has been the most valuable experience.
Oh, yes.
Before you go, Kitagawa-kun, what would you say is your greatest wish in life at the moment? Would it be success as an artist? No, that's not it. The only desire I have for my art is for it to improve through my own efforts. I see. Then what would you wish for? I would wish for the world to see my mother's painting for the masterpiece that it is, no matter how briefly. And if at all possible, I would also wish to meet a wonderful master, one who would take me in and guide my brush with care. I see.
Alright, thank you.
At any rate, I must be going now, so please excuse me. I hope we meet again someday. She got so excited.
Well then.
Tomorrow's the moment of truth, Akechi's panel. Apologies for suddenly disappearing like that. The legend of the lost Inari has come to an end. Where the hell were you? Did you seriously get lost? I saw a man who resembled Dr. Maruki, so I went to see him. So he was there? Did you go to his counseling? Yes, it was certainly not what I was expecting. Once this is all over, I think I'd like to go to another session. Try not to cause him any trouble, alright? I'll do my best. Are you all at home? Yeah. Are you still at school, Yusuke? No, I just got back to the dorm. I'm getting ready for bed. Already? Is that unusual? Tomorrow is Akechi-kun's panel after all. An early night means he'll be able to concentrate tomorrow. That's true. We'll need to stay focused tomorrow. We have to stay calm no matter what he says. Right, I will keep that in mind. It's really up to Makoto to get as much information as we can from Akechi. We'll have to make sure we don't miss anything. Photo time. This is when we were at the food stand. Man, even yakisoba looks high class when Haru's eating it. Please, you're exaggerating. I think this is my first time having yakisoba from a food stand though. It was more delicious than I had imagined. It wasn't the instant stuff, but still good. Yeah, don't know why, but food from a stall is always weirdly tasty. Speaking of, whether are the pictures of us on? You got She totally didn't get pictures of anyone else. How about the one you took of Ren's Yakisoba with the big red mountain of ginger? Oh, no, that one went straight into the trash. I had dry seaweed all over my teeth. Great, thanks, Anne. What a nice picture, though. If you made it this far into the video, comment down below. I want to eat the special one with the Akechi-kun. We need to try and get our kindness up as soon as we can, so...
Well then.
Sorry.
I'd help you out. Hey, I'm serious.
That should do it for now. Hey!
Can I have my coffee now?
Hi!
Thank you. Now get out. I want to go to bed. And my reputation keeps going down as well.
Well then, we will now begin today's panel. Our guest of honor is Goro Akechi.
Yep, I can see that.
I feel kind of bad considering how many people have gathered. I'm sure you all would have been happier to have a singer or a mascot appear, wouldn't you say?
We'd appreciate if you could tell us about your experiences with the notorious Phantom Thieves. It'd be wonderful if you could let us hear more about your actual investigative process.
I'm not used to being the one interrogated, so please go easy on me.
No chance. That wasn't even funny.
He talks about the Phantom Thieves are dangerous, yet he says they haven't committed any murders. Either he has an idea who the true culprit is, or he has uncovered the identities of the Phantom Thieves.
Come on, Makoto. You gotta get it out of him.
As much as you're allowed to say, would you tell us how far along your investigation is on them?
Getting right to the point, I see.
Yep.
Well, if it's as much as I'm allowed to say, then everything on TV and the internet is all of it. We don't have any leads yet, and the methods behind their crimes are still unclear.
I see. Even with this country's power, arresting them is proving to be difficult. Is that the case?
I wouldn't phrase it that way, but, well, something like that.
Thank you for answering that question. Why the sudden change?
Oops.
By the way, it seems you've denied a correlation between the Phantom Thieves and the murders. Until now, haven't you upheld your stance that the Phantom Thieves are dangerous? How are you so positive that they haven't committed murder?
Yeah.
Are you a little too comfortable interrogating people? Why, it's as if you're a prosecutor.
Excuse me. This is something I've personally been interested in, so I couldn't help it. But won't you tell us? What reason is there that you'd claim their innocence when you previously stated they were unjust?
Mako-chan's really pressing for an answer.
Yeah, she is.
She's pelting him with questions.
Every person whose heart they changed have truly been criminals, including Okumura. Why then was he the only one who needed to be killed?
Why is that?
I must admit, I couldn't deduce a reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I believe that case should be thought of as if a different party is responsible. And if, this is all hypothetical, mind you, if the Phantom Thieves are the ones I know of, I can't possibly imagine they would kill anyone.
Oh?
Your comment just now, does this mean the police have already identified who they are?
Oh, no. The police haven't gotten that far yet. But I have my own conclusions about the true identities of the Phantom Thieves.
Oh, really?
He's gotta be bluffing.
Pipe down. He's lying, right? But if it's the truth...
You're not going to ask me who they are?
It may have repercussions on the investigation. Are you sure you can share that with us?
It's only my personal opinion, so announcing that here wouldn't pose a problem.
Fair enough.
There is a possibility that everyone present will hear the truth before the police or media.
The truth? What's he planning on saying?
It's quite the confidence you have.
Too much
So
confidence.
certain. Then very well. I'd like to ask you then. Who do you think the Phantom Thieves are, Akechi-san?
That idiot!
Ryuji.
There's no way he could have any evidence.
They're people you all know quite well. The identity of the Phantom Thieves are... it's mine. I apologize for the interruption, but I can't turn off my phone due to my job. Would you mind if I step away for about 10 minutes or so?
I'm terribly sorry, everyone, but we'll be taking a break. We'll resume the panel in 10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes.
Please don't troll me online for this interruption, okay?
That wasn't even funny. Come on, Akechi.
Is there a room I may use?
There's the PE faculty office.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to come too. There's a matter I want to discuss.
Oh,
Your
really?
friends from yesterday are here, aren't they? Can you bring them too, if that's all right?
Did you set this up?
We only have 10 minutes, you know.
Oh, damn.
What do you want to talk about?
No! That's gotta be shopped!
I have video footage too. Please, let's not feign ignorance. All of you can go to that other world too. Yes?
2. Us 2?
It's not just all of you. I am aware of that world too.
Oh, yeah.
I also know that when you traverse over there, your appearance changes as well. It's because of those mysterious powers, isn't it? I found out about that world about a month ago. This had been installed onto my phone without my knowledge.
Dude, it's the nav.
Yep.
When the app activated on its own, the scenery around me suddenly changed. Quite frankly, I still can't believe it myself. But from the look of these photos, all of you seem quite used to it.
We've been listening to you blab on for a while now, but cut the delusional...
All of you are acting as Phantom Thieves in the metaverse. I can say so with conviction because I have the same power as you.
And the truth is out. That's right.
So you admit it then. In all honesty, I've been curious about you since the time of the Madarame case. But to think it would end up like this.
We didn't kill anyone!
I believe that as well.
How can you be so sure?
Because I saw another. The real culprit.
For real?
Who was it?
I couldn't identify his face. He had a mask on, after all. Actually, when I took these photos, I entered that world too. That's when I saw someone else moving about, besides all of you. He shot at me the moment he noticed me.
That's who killed President Okumura?
Most likely. At the very least, I was almost killed by him. I can't die here. I need to determine the truth. When those thoughts overcame me, I awakened to that power. A most fortunate accident.
This guy has a persona too?
This cat. I swear, it just talked.
Morgana, our teammate who taught us about the metaverse.
Really? This is unbelievable. But it is true that you know things that I don't. Say, Morgana, were you also the one who instructed them on how to change people's hearts? I experienced that world too. But I still haven't solved that mystery yet.
We go in the metaverse, we call them palaces, to steal the core of their desires, their treasure. And those whose treasure has been stolen have a change of heart.
Ah. There's certainly no way anyone could figure out such an MO.
Anyways, back to what you were talking about. Are we in this mess because of that guy?
Although I don't completely understand the method, all you do is simply reform people. Someone else is behind the murders. However, the police have decided that the Phantom Thieves did it. They'll arrest you at this rate.
They're going to treat me as my father's murderer?
I can't overlook such a grave mistake, which is precisely why I want us to strike a deal. I may be able to save you from this situation.
A deal?
I would like you to cooperate with me on investigating the truth.
And if we decline?
Then I think I'll have to inform the police about all of you, along with that video I mentioned.
This ain't no deal, it's blackmail!
It's the best we're gonna
Say
get.
what you will. This is the method that I believe is correct. The justice I uphold will not tolerate criminals who kill people at their leisure.
Justice.
You've heard that Sai-san is the one spearheading the investigation about you Phantom Thieves, correct? The higher-ups are concerned only with settling the case. They want to capture the culprits behind the psychotic breakdown incidents and end the commotion. Those are the ones who are putting pressure on Sai-san. I can only imagine her impatience.
What of evidence that we did it? How do they intend on proving it?
Even if there's no objective explanation to the method, it's over once causality is established. Sai-san can't make rational judgments at the moment. If she were to be cornered, well, she may even make up a confession.
Make it up?
So, they're gonna make it all our fault? Just because they feel like it?
We haven't killed anyone, though! And we're still going to be arrested?
You'll be found guilty if you're caught. And it will be treated as a very serious crime.
Bullshit! None of that makes any sense!
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do alone anymore to stop the flow of things.
And that's why you want our cooperation.
Yes. In return, I'll turn a blind eye to what you've done. Those are my conditions. That said, I ask that you disband the Phantom Thieves after this.
What should we do about Akechi-san's proposal?
Is that the only way?
I can understand how you feel. It must be hard making a decision on the spot like this.
Yeah, you think?
Well, you don't have to decide at the moment. Considering this is you we're talking about, I believe you'll come to a favorable reply. I'm glad we could talk. It's been a while since I've been able to spend such a meaningful time like this. I look forward to your answer. It was definitely worth coming today, for various reasons. We should be getting back. About that, I'm sorry. Would it be acceptable if we ended the panel here? The reason why you called for me in the first place was because you wanted intel, correct? My business is concluded as well.
Oh, he's a smart one, alright.
I'll deal with it somehow.
Damn it! He had complete control over us!
Hey, they're going.
Yeah, I can see that. I wonder what they were talking about.
Sorry about the sudden break. An urgent task came in. So, I truly apologize about this, but I'll have to end things here today.
To make up for the time that was planned for this panel, the Rakugo Research Club will instead be...
I can't say anything in detail regarding the Phantom Thieves investigation, but I feel another great stride will occur again soon. I hope you all continue to pay attention to what happens.
Let's have a big round of applause for today's guest, Goro Akechi.
Yay, Akechi! Yay, Akechi-kun! Yay!
He totally used Makoto's suggestion against us.
Indeed. We intended to get intel out of him, but to think it would play out like this.
So what? We'll just accept his deal?
He's got evidence on us. We really don't have a choice.
Damn it! What are we gonna do?
Well, first of all, you need to shut up and calm down.
How am I supposed to calm down? What are we gonna do?
What's done is done. We'll have to cool our heads and think more on this. We must make up our minds by the time he contacts us again.
We need to give this a lot of thought.
Similar occurrences followed in succession earlier this spring.
Oh.
Although things have quieted down until recently, several incidents have occurred once again.
Oh, this is a
Furthermore,
really...
new information has come to light about the suspect who suffered sudden mental shutdown. He had received a
Jojo
calling
has a
card from
calling
the
card.
Phantom Thieves.
Why did Futaba have something like this?
Yeah, about
The
that coffee,
calling card
Dad.
was delivered, we can only assume that the Phantom Thieves are behind it. If so, those occurrences back in spring can be attributed to them as well. Moreover...
I knew it. She's... Oh, God.
You okay there, coffee, Dad?
The post-festival party is about to begin in the gymnasium. Please join us, everybody.
Post-festival party? I thought this thing was over.
Oh, wait. Nobody invited you to it, so let's just go home.
Huh? Senpai, aren't you going to the post-festival party?
Well, if you're going... I'm not sure yet.
Then why don't we go together? Festivals don't come around every day, so we may as well enjoy it while we can.
Okay. Sure.
It seems like it's already begun. Let's get in there, Senpai!
Oh, she's holding his hand and everything. Oh. Oh. Is this what I think it is?
Before that, we've decided to change things up this year. We've got a huge surprise for you all.
Oh, really?
Members of the dance club, come on down.
Oh, okay. And they're dancing.
Just standing around while everyone dances is embarrassing. Senpai, let's do it!
Okay. It's showtime. Come on, Ren, you can dance. There we go. You might want to take your back.
Very impressive, Senpai.
Oh.
Hey, you're Yoshizawa-san, right? The first year? We've got a little favor to ask you.
Yeah?
Got it. I'm in. Senpai, I'll be back soon. They've asked me to help them with something.
Okay.
Just wait here and watch what happens.
I will. Oh, it's actually a cutscene. He looked so sad for a second. Morgana is Pikachu now.
Huh? Yo, who's that? Huh?
Ren is like mesmerized. Impressive. Go on, Ren, take her hand and dance with her. Do it. Don't just stand there, you idiot. Do it. I left the party with Kasumi to cool off a bit outside.
That was so exhausting, but what a blast! I feel like I danced my heart out back there.
As great as I expected.
Thank you.
Wow, that dance was amazing.
I know, right? I was totally blown away. It's my dad. He's telling me to come home before it gets too late. Sorry to leave you like this, but I have to get going.
That's okay. Want me to walk you home?
Thank you. I'll be alright though. The post-festival party was so much fun, especially with you. See you soon!
Bye! The gym's quieted down, looks like the dance is over. I ought to head home. The post-festival party is about to begin. Would you like to go together? I tried to think about what happened earlier, but that has gotten me nowhere. So, I could use a change of pace. How about it? Sure. Thank you. I'll be waiting. So he's going to be there with another girl.
Alright, that was a great performance by the dance club. Everybody give them another round of applause.
I'm sorry. I can't stop thinking about what Akechi-kun said.
I mean, it's fine. It will be alright.
It feels like nothing bad could ever happen when you say that.
And now it's time for your favorite Shujin tradition, the Student Sharing Special!
Oh yeah?
Round of applause, everyone!
Sharing? I never knew we had such an event.
Alright, who has something to say? Anyone? Anyone? No? I'll just have to pick someone then.
Oh no.
Oh, he's going to choose? I wonder who it would be.
It'll be me.
How about that fluffy-haired girl over there? I choose you.
Oh, never mind.
Huh? Is he looking this way?
Well then, come on up.
He's talking to me, isn't he?
Sure, let's flatter her a little bit.
Oh.
Come! Everyone's waiting!
Well, I'm going.
Okay, stop staring at me and go.
And your name is? Wait, you're a Kumura-san?
Yes.
I'm sure you're, still grieving. My, deepest apologies.
Stop acting weird.
Oh, please don't worry.
So, do you have anything you'd like to share with us?
Something to share. I have too many things.
Here, let me give you a question then. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are really Shujin students?
Huh?
Oh? Man, he's going in for the kill.
I mean, they are, your father's killers.
Come on.
We're all dying to know what Akechi-kun was going to say about their true identities.
Haru's in trouble. I need to change the subject.
Well,
This one. Like a hot knife through butter, a proposal cuts to silence.
I think it was him.
Ren, you're embarrassing her.
Kumura-san, what's your relation to this guy?
that wasn't what we were talking about.
My, she's quite flustered. Is this a hot scoop?
No.
But I'm a gentleman. It hurts my heart to bully such a sweet girl. Well, did you all enjoy our blushing beauty? Thank you very much, Okumura-san.
Just when it was getting interesting!
MC, do your job!
I'm sorry, Haru.
Post-festival party is finally over. It turned out to be more like an interview party, huh? I still can't believe you said that.
You were in trouble.
Huh? Right. At any rate, I'm not sure what I would have done without you. Thank you for saving me.
It's fine.
You're a mysterious person, but you're so reliable. I think the two of us will get along quite well in the future. As they say, who knows what may lie ahead? For now, I'm worried about what happened with Akechi-kun. But I have to say, my first post-festival party was quite fun. Though, I guess it's my last too.
Oh yeah, you're a third year.
Here, I'd like you to have this.
Oh? Sakura Azumi... whatever.
I...
SP item.
bought it earlier.
It looks delicious.
Now then, let's go home.
Okay. And we're about to get grilled by Sojiro. Oh yeah, it's almost Halloween.
Welcome home. You
Hey,
took off
Futaba.
somewhere during the festival, huh? I tried to find you, but I gave up pretty quickly.
Futaba? What are you doing here in front of the store?
I needed to calm my brain. My thoughts were getting out of hand. Not just Akechi, but other stuff too. We're in deep trouble unless we can do something soon. But anyway, I was just thinking about going inside, so your timing is perfect. Let's go.
Okay. Lead the way.
The mass media has been causing quite a commotion lately. No countermeasure for the Phantom Thieves, the sorry state of the police, destruction of safety. They're saying whatever they want. So, how's the investigation progressing? Any clues yet?
Nothing that leads to a firm conviction yet.
What's going on here? Didn't you say that you were sure about closing this case? And I thought I told you that failure won't be tolerated.
Alright, calm down.
Well,
I'm sure she's doing her best.
it's troublesome. If things continue at this rate, never mind a promotion. We'd have to let you go entirely.
But sir...
I had high expectations for you. But it seems this task was too much to handle for someone so young. We may need to reform the operation as well, since the selected personnel for this...
Please, let me see this through to the end. This case is something that I've always...
I know that you've been at this for a while now. Even before the police spared us the staff for it. If you can manage an arrest, I've made special arrangements so that you can question them personally. That's what you want, isn't it? The leadership of this country is about to change. We can't let this case carry over into their term.
I understand.
I'll make myself clear again. Failure isn't an option. We need results. You're allowed to take some bold measures if you need to. We need good results, no matter what. Oh,
Sure.
one more thing. If the unexpected happens to occur, contact me immediately.
Unexpected being...
To you, sir?
I said that failure isn't an option, didn't I?
You did say that.
Yes. Everything is proceeding as planned.
We're home. Sojiro?
Coffee, Dad?
I was cleaning up and found this. This is a calling card, right? I read about it online, too.
You went into my room without my permission?
I'll apologize as much as you want later. So, what is this?
That's...
Is it something to get flustered over? I knew it. This isn't just some game you're playing. Why aren't you saying anything?
She could have just, like, lied her way through it and said she thought it was cool, so she bought one online or something.
Why did you keep it? I mean, it was memorable.
Explain.
Explain.
Can't tell me?
Explain.
Calm down, Futaba.
If this keeps up, Futaba's...
He's only mad because he cares about you.
I'm talking to Futaba here, you know. I'll get right to the point. Is this a real one? Did they trigger a change of heart in you? How about it?
Ever since Mom died, there was no exit. I was trapped in a labyrinth of my heart. I knew I had to leave it, but I couldn't do it by myself.
Futaba. Here, sit down. I can at least listen to what you have to say.
The Phantom Thieves saved me. They stole my messed up heart. It's the same as Mom's research. They changed my cognition.
Seriously? Wakaba's research about altering one's cognition. I wondered about it myself, too, but still.
When did you notice?
When she said she was going to go to the beach out of nowhere. Even the doctors had thrown in the towel.
It's okay, Futaba.
At first, I just chalked it up as other kids being a better support for you than any adult. But as I kept watching the tabloid shows here day in and day out, a thought crossed my mind. I thought your case kind of seemed similar to what these Phantom Thieves were doing.
Wow.
I'm still
He
your
was paying
guardian,
attention.
you know. I'd never overlook such a drastic change in your behavior.
Sojiro.
But to think that Wakaba's research and the Phantom Thieves changing hearts were about the same thing. Back in the day, I used to be a government official. My job was to be the bridge between the country and the lab that Wakaba worked at. It's around that time that I got to know her. She said something odd when we were out drinking, that one of these days, she might die a bizarre death. Who wouldn't take that as a joke? I just laughed it off. But it happened exactly as she said. If anything were to happen to you, I'd feel like I let her down. There's something I want to ask you. Judging from your attitude, you knew about this calling card, didn't you? You should have known that Futaba had a change of heart through the Phantom Thieves as well. Is there a connection between you and them? The first incident of a change of heart was a teacher at your school. The kid who brought that painting here was a pupil of that artist who had a change of heart, wasn't he? And then there's Futaba. You always seem to be linked to these incidents somehow. Got anything to say?
You're sharp.
You think this is a game? You know what people call them? Criminals. Why did you introduce such dangerous people to Futaba?
That's not true! I asked them! That's why he saved me! He stole my heart!
Futaba?
Stole?
Oh dear.
Wait, are you saying that he's the one who changed your heart? Wait, he doesn't just deal with the Phantom Thieves, he's actually one of them? You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
We owe it to him to be honest, so like he took us in, he's looked after us for the last 6 months or so. We have to be honest with him.
Are you serious? You really are a Phantom Thief? Oh, for crying out loud!
Sojiro!
So, basically, I've been sheltering a Phantom Thief for the last 6 months? And on top of that, Futaba's involved too. What the hell?
I want to find the culprit who killed my mom!
Wait, killed?
Yep.
She was killed! I remember it now!
Stop this nonsense!
Why won't you believe me? Are you the same as everyone else? Didn't you know already? The way Mom died wasn't normal! Didn't you notice that her research was stolen by someone? Sojiro!
Come on, Coffee Dad.
When she passed away, I did think it was odd. It was awfully fishy. But what could I do? All I was able to do was run from it all. Run away, hide, and end up here, some old guy running a cafe. To be frank, I took you in for my own good. Like it'd somehow make up for what I'd done. It's basically my fault that you got burdened with all this crap.
It's not your fault, Sojiro.
I acted all big, lectured, even yelled at you kids. And I end up getting consoled by her. God, real pathetic, aren't I?
Absolutely not.
I mean, the one who killed Mom's the one at fault.
Coffee Dad is the real MVP.
Don't worry. Even if you are the real Phantom Thieves, I have no intention of reporting or kicking you out. I mean, who would believe such a story? Unless they catch you red-handed, it's impossible to explain that you're the Phantom Thieves. Let me just say one thing, though. Immediately back out of a fight that you can't win.
What do you mean?
Don't you get it? If, by chance, you pissed off the same guys that killed Wakaba, then they're not someone that kids like you can deal with. Listen to reason, all right?
All right.
We're done talking about this.
Sorry for hiding
Come
this
on.
from you, Coffee Dad.
Time to eat. All that yelling's gotten me hungry.
Yeah, me too. Let's have curry. Your curry is amazing, Coffee Dad.
Phew. If he turned us in, that would have jeopardized our operation. Still, we should tell the others about what just happened.
Oh, I'm tired.
What? He knows everything? Wait. Are you okay? Did he report you? We likely wouldn't be receiving these messages if Ren was not okay. I had a feeling that Boss was no ordinary man. Yusuke, you mean Coffee Dad, right? He didn't recommend you turn yourself in, did he? I think we can consider him an ally in that case. I'm more curious about what he mentioned to you. You mean our enemy might be the same one who targeted Futaba's mother? Yes, she was killed by mental shutdown, the same method used by the culprit we pursue now. Wait, didn't you say your boss had to run away? Does that mean someone was trying to stop the news from getting out? Who do you think it could be? Someone very powerful. Your imagination is running wild, right? But it would make sense. Wait a sec. If you're right, then wouldn't the police be working for them too? That's not impossible. This is getting too big for me to think about. Can we really win this?
We're gonna win, no matter what.
Yeah, Futaba. I guess the chief had an inkling after all. Yeah, anyway, that was quite a eventful episode. So I think I'm gonna end it here because otherwise it's gonna be seriously long. So yeah, thank you for watching and I will see you all next time.